to take a certain exercise out of your routine and replace it with a plank. I know it sounds scary, but Maggie Downey, author of Keep Moving, tells us why. All right, Maggie, so we heard that the military came out with new exercise standards. Fill us in. What are we missing?
Yeah, so it makes me laugh a little bit because you always hear me telling people to keep moving, and it turns out one of the best exercises we can do involves no movement at all. So the military basically looked at research and saw what was happening to young recruits when they did sit-ups really quick and they were cranking them out, flinging themselves up and down, and they were injuring their backs and bypassing their ab muscles. And they found that plank is a much better exercise than just a fast, quick sit-up. And the research reflects this. So when they've compared planking to sit-ups, they find that more ab muscles activate on plank, and they activate more intensely. So plank, with really good form, actually increases muscle definition, muscle strength, and endurance. It improves posture. And while you fatigue in the moment, you don't get so fatigued that you can't plank every day, which is fabulous news, right? Because now we can plank every day if we want. And, you know, I don't know if you've heard this, but the world record on planking is 9 hours and 30 minutes. But the research says you don't need to shoot for that. You can go for a much shorter plank. Somewhere between 30 and 90 seconds is the sweet spot. Experts agree consistently that exceeding 2 minutes has no purpose, and that even 10-second planks is really valuable, as long as you have that really good quality form. And so the form we need is to be propped up on our forearms with a triangle or parallel. Parallel's harder, and the U.S. Army accepts this, so feel free to do triangle. You curl your toes under and lift the knees off the ground. And then you hold a straight line like a board, heels, hips, and head. If the hips start to sag, that's what's going to hurt your back. If the hips go higher, that won't hurt you, and you won't pass the new test for the U.S. Army, but it's a modification, because that's what's great about plank, too, is you can modify for your level. So you can bring your hips higher, you can lower your knees, you can go to straight arms, and you can build up to getting this plank to work for you and your body without injury.
So when I was a gymnast, we used to do planks all the time when we were doing conditioning, and my coaches would always stress how great of an exercise it was because it really works the entire body as opposed to just the abs or the legs. And so, you know, but it does seem unapproachable to people who, you know, may be new to exercise. So you're telling us that it doesn't have to be this super crazy long exercise. It can be something that we incorporate into our daily routines.
Yep, the research indicates it doesn't have to be crazy long. What I will say is, what I see in my clients is when you're not moving, 30 to 90 seconds, that sweet spot, it still feels like an eternity. Yeah. So my clients know me. I tell them stories throughout plank. I tell them about vacations gone wrong and hopefully relatable family stories. And that helps pass the time, you know. And since in COVID, I started posting them online. So if you need a story to inspire you to plank, we've got hundreds for you.
Oh, I love that. Do you ever sing songs while you're doing planks?
I'm tone deaf, so I feel like that would make it worse for them. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try that in class next week.
Exactly. Yeah. Do like a Lizzo song or something. I feel like that always gets me pumped up. But if people want more information, whether it be about you or some of the classes that you provide, where can they go?
Yep. They can go to personeuphoria.com and they can find access to those stories from there.
Perfect. Well, Maggie, thanks so much. We appreciate it.